Thank you, Mr. Rainbow, and our madrigals. The next person I have the pleasure of introducing is the faculty speaker. The faculty speaker was chosen by the graduating class to honor them at today's graduation ceremony. This year's class has asked Mr. Adam Fuhr to speak this evening, and it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Fuhr to the podium at this time.
My speech is only 45 minutes long, so don't worry. Thank you. As a math teacher, I spend most of my day teaching a class called AP Statistics. One project that I used to assign involved gathering data to answer a question of the student's choice. Students had to videotape the data collection and present their findings to the class. I assigned this project for years until one incident got me in hot water. A student named Abe wanted to see how well a camouflage outfit called a ghillie suit would work in different settings. So he wore the ghillie suit around Eldersburg, hiding outside of stores and restaurants to see if people noticed him, sometimes scaring random citizens. But the bigger issue was that Abe also decided to bring the ghillie suit to school for his presentation. No good. As Abe walked out of the building on his way to my portable classroom, a guy driving by on Johnsville Road noticed him in full camouflage and thought, uh-oh, that ain't good. Fearing that Abe was up to no good, the guy made a phone call that ended up ruining my day. Next thing you know, it was, "Mr. Fuhr, please report to the principal's office immediately." So I'm lucky I didn't lose my job that day, and I'm lucky to be speaking to you on this day. It really is an honor to address the class of 2018, a group of kids that I absolutely adore. I know most of you through AP Stat, and at Liberty, I'm proud to say we have the largest AP Stat program in the state. That's how we roll, okay? Thank you. This year, roughly half of our graduates have taken the class with either me or my pal, Mr. Gifhorn. In fact, on Sunday, Giff and I will leave to go to the AP reading in Kansas City. So while you guys are on your way to Ocean City for Senior Week, we'll be on our way to grading thousands of AP exams in a convention hall with a bunch of math nerds. Don't be jealous. So now to get myself into that stat mindset, I've spent the last couple of weeks polling students and collecting data, using stratified random sampling in order to reduce bias and avoid confounding. I've been able to come up with 8 Liberty-related stats that I'd like to share with you tonight. These may or may not be legitimate. I'll allow you to decide that. Here we go. Stat number 1. 94% of students have a crush on Mr. Davis. Where is he? Where is he? Notice I said students and not just girls there, all right? The truth is, I have one too. Would I leave my wife for Mr. Davis? You bet. Stat number 2. The average age of teachers in the portables is 58. However, that number is expected to drop to 35 once Mr. Sharamonte retires. You see what I did there? Okay. Stat number 3. 78% of students are surprised to know that Mr. Fritsch is married. It gets worse. The other 22% of students just assume that Mrs. Fritsch is blind. What? Sorry, Jason. Stat number 4. On average, Mr. Swartz smiles once every 4.2 days. Fun side note. On average, Mr. Abarbanel says the word bro once every 4.2 seconds. Stat number 5. On average, there are about 10 seniors who are absent on any given day. However, on Monday, May 21st, there were 173 absent seniors. Must have been a 24-hour bug that only affected seniors and no one else. Stat number 6. 90% of my students have told me that I look like Adam Sandler. I mean, I'd go with Chris Hemsworth, but whatever. Stat number 7. 84% of students who sign up for AP Stat want Mr. Gifhorn as their teacher. Ironically, I teach most of the stat sections, and this causes a great deal of heartache, disappointment, tears, and visits to guidance. And finally, stat number 8. This one's iffy. On average, Mr. Gantz's moment of silence each day lasts for 6 minutes. I was under the impression that a moment implied just a few seconds, but I guess I was wrong. So now that I'm in that stat mindset, I'm ready for the AP reading, and I'm going to close tonight with something that Gif said recently about our annual trip. We were talking with a bunch of teachers, and he said, the funny thing is, out in Kansas City, most of the people we hang with think that Adam is the responsible one. I'm Adam. Now, maybe I should be offended by that. Gif was referring to the fact that here at home, I'm obviously not the responsible one. But the truth is, he's right. Remember, I'm the guy who approved the ghillie suit project. So instead of getting upset, his comment got me thinking, what's different in Kansas City? Why am I seen differently out there? Well, obviously, during my first trip to the AP reading, I gave an impression that was quite different from the way people see me here at home. And then I just stuck with it. It was like a new beginning. And over the next couple of months, all of you will have some sort of new beginning. I encourage you to take advantage of it. Think of it as a chance to redefine who you are, for either good or for bad. If you're going to college, be the best student. And if you're getting a job, be the best worker. You all have done some great things at Liberty. I don't need to take a poll or a stratified sample to know that your parents and your family members and your teachers are proud of you today. But the question is, what are you going to do in the next stage of your life to make us proud? Whatever it is, it'll all begin with the first impression that you make to start this next stage of your life. So please, 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 whatever you do, please make it a good one. Congratulations, guys.